You guys, I am fully in summer mode. I'm going on holiday soon, which means I'm starting to put together my packing list, and it got me to thinking, what are my summer essentials? The things that I associate with warm weather and longer days and just a bit more of a relaxed vibe. So in today's video, I'm going to share my must-haves for summer. Hi guys, welcome back. And if you're new to my channel and you enjoy this kind of content, please do subscribe and hit that like button so others can find us too. There are definitely things that say summer to me. The first, and in no way related to this list at all, is watermelon. Growing up in Florida as a kid, we ate watermelon consistently for like 3 months straight. It's how I knew that summer had arrived. And my youngest daughter is actually exactly the same. I feel like right now all I'm doing is cutting watermelon every single day. But unfortunately, it's not nearly as hot here in Ireland as it was in Florida. So these are the things that I use without question during the summer months. And these are in no particular order. So here we go. Well, actually, that's a big fat lie. Number one is always number one, and that is sunscreen. Now, while it's not particular to summer, I simply cannot talk about any kind of essentials without starting with sunscreen. I wear it 365 days a year, and so should you. And by the way, if you're concerned about aging skin, you absolutely have to be wearing sunscreen. I don't know why we're still having this conversation. You need to protect your skin. So there are two that I'm using the most right now. The first is a brand new release by my love brand, Allies of Skin. It is called The One. It's an SPF 50 invisible sunscreen gel, and it is amazing. It is completely clear, it soaks in beautifully, and is completely weightless. Plus, it is perfection under your makeup. It's almost like a primer. And the best thing about this is it has a technology that allows you to apply it over and over and over again without it feeling heavy. In my opinion, this is what sunscreen should be. It actually also helps control sebum production. So for those of you with oily skin or in particularly hot climates, this is going to be a big bonus. Now, I do have a discount code for this, so if you want to check it out for yourself, I'll put that here on the screen. The other one is a Korean sunscreen that I found last year, and I have bought this over and over and over again. It's called the Hyaluronic Acid Watery Sun Gel SPF 50 by Isntree. It's lightweight, but it's very nicely hydrating. It has that hyaluronic acid in it, and it just leaves my skin feeling soft and plump. I am completely obsessed with this one too. And it costs less than 20 bucks. I buy mine from Stalvana, and I will also put a discount code that I have for those guys too. Let's talk about makeup. Makeup for summer, if I wear it at all, and sometimes I don't, is minimal. Like I want it to be light and dewy and comfortable. Like there's nothing worse in the world in warm weather than feeling like there's something on my face. It's just the pits. So if nothing else, I will always have something on my lips. Always. I find that a pop of color right here goes a very long way. I really like stains because the color lasts longer, but I like balms and I like oils because they make my lips feel good. So these days I'm a little on the high maintenance side, and that I tend to have both of them to hand. Now I am obsessing over the lip tints by Benefit. I talked about them quite a bit. I have the original one. It's called Benetint. And in fact, I have gone through so many of these over the decades. It's crazy. But I find that it's just a little too pink. It's too plummy for me. So then I moved over to Cha Cha Tint. And this is more of a corally color, but it's almost just a bit too orange. So what I've been doing is layering them. So I do a swipe of this first and I let it dry down, and then I do a swipe of that on top. And I find that it just mellows them out and it gives this really nice kind of a summery pop of color, and it's just fantastic. But they recently launched, or I just recently found it, the Flora Tint. And this is sort of my Goldilocks color. It's right in the middle of the two, and it's the one that I'm wearing the most. But the thing about these tints is they don't give any moisture. You know, they don't give any dewiness to the lips. So that's when I go and I top it off with another product. I am experimenting with dozens of them right now, glosses and oils and the works. And my favorite actually came as a huge surprise. It's by Giorgio Armani, and it is called the Prisma Glass Lip Gloss. They sent this to me in PR. And can we just take a moment to acknowledge how surprised I was that they even know who I am? Anyway, these lip glosses are phenomenal because they're more than glosses. They're actually oil infused, so they feel so good on the lips. They're juicy, they're plump, they're hydrating, and they are not sticky at all, which is the main thing that I don't like about glosses. Your hair gets stuck in it and it's just yuck. So I have these in 2 colors. The first is clear, not so much a color, and this one is called Candy Halo. Now, I would never pick this color. You guys know I am not a pink girl. However, putting it over any kind of limp tint, and I dig it. It is a little pinky, but I don't care. I absolutely love it. Now, I think I have somewhere between, cover your ears, Gary, 15 and 20 glosses and oils and all of this stuff right now that I'm testing. The look I just got, he's like, you have 15 or 20 of anything? Oh my gosh, you have a problem. This is my favorite. So nice. Now, she's expensive, but you know what? I'm worth it. The problem is I want them all. There are many other colors, so you can bet your bottom dollar I'm going to be getting more. Okay, now let's talk about foundation. And if I'm going to do a foundation, which I kind of don't like to wear a lot of heavy stuff during the summer, the one that I tend to use the most at this time of the year is by Rose Inc. It's the Skin Enhance Luminous Tinted Serum. You can see I've used quite a bit of this. I discovered this a couple of years ago, and in fact, I did a video, a side-by-side comparison between these 2 products. So this is Chanel's Water Fresh Tint, also known as Le Beige Eau de Teint, and this is the one by Rose Inc. And they are the same kind of product. They both have these micro droplets of encapsulated pigments that melt into the skin on contact, and it creates this sort of radiant, bare skin effect. It is so pretty. It doesn't actually look like I'm wearing makeup. It's just this fuzzy, blurry, juicy kind of finish, which is just perfect for summer. And in fact, I only use this in the summer. And I did actually just order a new one that has gone to my address in California because we're going there next month. Because I purchased this in the wrong color, even though I've continued to wear it. I can generally only really use it as I get tan throughout the summer because this was in the color, it's called 90, and it was too dark for me. I still kept wearing it, don't care, but I've ordered it in the 60, which is more of a medium with a neutral undertone. So I'm looking forward to trying that out. That's probably what I will wear the whole time I'm in California. But then there are times when I don't even want to wear this. Now this has a serious dewiness to it. So if I'm in a really hot climate, it makes it harder to wear this because it's quite watery. You can sort of feel it on your face until it absorbs. So sometimes I don't want to wear that, but I don't want to go bare-skinned either, just that little bit of something extra. And that's when I reach for this guy by Trinny London. That's when he makes an appearance. Actually, that's a lie. I use him all year round, but I particularly love him in the summer. This is called the BFF Cream, and I have talked about this so many times on this channel. It is my favorite product by Trinny, and believe you me, I have a lot of them. I have purchased this over and over and over again, and I am never without it. I call it my skin blurrer, and sometimes on a no makeup day, this is actually what I wear. It actually comes out white, and then it absorbs into the skin, and it's just a little bit of flawlessness. It just, you know, blurs my skin. It just makes me look better. Plus, the smell is divine. I just absolutely adore it. This goes with me on holidays every single time. I do think that summer needs a fresh cheek. You know that flush you get from the sun, something subtle but fresh and just a little bit dewy? Well, I have a new love for this. This is by Dior, and it is called the Forever Glow Maximizer. This is billed as a highlighter, but I'm using it as my combo highlighter and blush. It's just juicy deliciousness. It is glowy, it is healthy, it is vibrant. It's just kind of sunny. And I had to work hard for this one. I saw somebody talking about it here on YouTube. I think it might have been Michelle Spieler actually, and the hunt began. So I was in Florida visiting my mom, and I searched everywhere. They didn't have it at Nordstrom or Macy's or Dillard's. I finally found it months later in London in Boots. I swear I nearly kissed the counter lady. I was so excited. This is perfection. It has a real luminosity to it, a glowiness to it. I do have it on now. I don't know if you can see the luminosity here. The thing about it is that it's not gonna be super intense on color because I don't really want that. I don't look like I'm wearing blush, but it just gives me a little bit of color, and I'm gonna put it here. I put a tiny bit on the nose, just the points at which the sun would hit. I have it in the color Peachy. Mwah. Oh my gosh, I love her so much. She is so pretty. Can you see that? I hope you can see it. It's so pretty. Okay, next up. Sunglasses. I mean, it kind of goes without saying in the summer, right? I have 3 pairs and each of them sort of fits a different style. So I generally pick my sunglasses based on what I'm wearing or how I'm feeling that day. I can use them to elevate an outfit or to casualize it. Now, the pair that I've had the longest and probably wear the most are my Aviators by Ray-Ban. I've had these for years and years and years, and in my opinion, they're just super cool and I love them. They fit perfectly. I just think they're great. Now, they are more on the casual side, so they don't actually suit all occasions, but they're just so good. I just love them, and I've had them forever. So these, I think, are the rose gold frames with the brown lenses. What I really want are the super mirrored lenses. I had a pair, don't know where they went. Anyway, I love them. I think you just can't go wrong with a pair of Aviators. I have another pair here by Michael Kors. These are called the San Marinos. I picked them up last summer, maybe it was the summer before when we were in the Canary Islands. It was an impulse purchase, but I am so glad I got them. Now, because they're a bit more chic. So if I need to up my game a little bit, this is generally what I would wear, right? So it's not as casual as those. And I just love them. I think they're great. They sort of occupy a lot of the face, so it's sort of covering up the skin, which is nice, giving added protection, and I think they're great. So that's number 2. And then I have another pair that sits in the middle. She's Goldilocks and goes with pretty much everything. She's sort of my neutral pair of sunglasses. Now, I have no idea where I got them. Now, there's no branding on these, although the case says Magia. It's not a brand that I know of. They seem to be kind of an affordable eyeglass company, but I couldn't find anything about this particular pair on the internet. The closest I could find was a pair by a company called Shimi, and I'll put a link to that down below. I love these little guys. I just think they're great. They kind of go with everything. They're not too casual. They're not too chic. It just kind of sits somewhere in the middle. So if I need a middle of the road guy, these are the ones that I'm wearing. So that's sort of my little wardrobe of sunglasses that I use in the summer months. What I do need is some sort of travel situation, right? Because I have all of these different cases. I imagine you guys do too, right? For all of my glasses. There has to be a better way. If you guys know of a better way, let me know. I need some multi-case situation so I can just chuck it all in and off I go. Obviously, I have holiday on the mind, can you tell? Personally, I love a straw hat. It just screams summer to me. I picked up this one in California last year at a vintage shop. I mean, luckily it was brand new with tags on, but I just love the shape. It's modern, it's a bit retro, and it's really comfortable. It's just super cute in my opinion. It's called the Inca Bucket Bag, and it is from Lack of Color. I think I paid about 25 bucks for it, which was such a steal because it's actually quite expensive new, but I'm a huge fan of secondhand shopping, and this is exactly why. I love it. I just think it's great, and for me, it's a summer essential. So while we're kind of in that fashion space, we're going to move over to shoes. I want to talk about summer shoes. You may be expecting me to say flip-flops, but I wear those year-round, or at least in my house, not outside the door, so they don't really apply to this video. But it's actually the summer sandal. It's just the best thing. To be honest, summer clothing in general is just my jam, right? Despite the fact that I have lived in a cold and wet climate for almost 20 years, I am still a Florida and California girl at heart, particularly when it comes to my clothing. Nothing makes me happier than busting out my spring and summer wardrobe every year. And yes, I have to pack clothes away because the storage isn't nearly as good in Ireland as it is in the United States. But the things I love for summer are tank tops and mini skirts, and my all-time favorite is the summer dress. But sandals are just one of summer's little treats in my opinion. They just elevate a look. They're super comfortable because, guys, I don't wear heels, like kind of ever. But they show up a bit of skin, so I think they're feminine and they're sexy without being uncomfortable. So there are a couple that I absolutely love. The first are these rose gold numbers by Ancient Greek Sandals. I got these secondhand, I think off of Depop. A couple of years ago. Now they don't have this exact design anymore. I found something similar. I'll put in the description bar below. I love these for the evenings because they add a real pop of color and they're quite comfortable for walking around. As I said, no heels allowed. I just think they're great. They're slightly elevated. It has a nice slim sole on it so it's not too chunky, and it's just a great looking shoe that screams summer. And then this is another pair that I also picked up secondhand. Now, they were brand new when I bought them. I got them at a charity shop, I think for 12 euros. They're from Marks and Spencer's. These are hands down my favorite sandal. So again, they have that sort of slim sole. I think anything too chunky just makes it a bit more casual, but I love the thick strap here and I love the gold hardware. Like, it's just absolutely stunning. And I have worn these for like 10 hours of walking in foreign countries without any problems. I do hope I can get them repaired or resold, because you can see they're starting to get some wear around here, but this is just a pair that I want to have forever and ever. I mean, 10 bucks, are you kidding? Now, they don't have this exact one available anymore, but there's another one that if I didn't have these, I would be buying, that kind of has a thick strap. It's a slightly different design, but it's absolutely gorgeous, and they're on sale right now, so I'll put a link to that down below. But these are just, I just love them. I love them, I love them. And the last thing that I love for summer is the straw bag. Or should I say bags? There may be more than one here, of course. I might have gotten an eye roll from the man behind the camera. No, he wouldn't roll his eyes, would he not? No, 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 no. I'm dropping everything over here. Okay. So the first up is this little guy. He is from Amazon, but it's surprisingly good quality. I think I paid less than 25 euros for this, and I have taken it everywhere. And it's great because it has this long removable strap that you can take off. But, you know, if you want to go hands-free, which often I do if I'm running around a city or a beach or whatever, and it's absolutely perfect for that. Now, the only downside is that it doesn't have a zipper, right? So it's a safety issue. It doesn't have a zipper. Oh, but it has one of these. So you can. Gosh, my day just got better. I didn't even know it did that. I've had this for a year. Anyway, that little guy's great. Can't beat it. Amazon, 22 bucks, I think. Deal, deal, deal. And then the last one I have is this little guy. This is the straw bag that I tend to use in the evenings when I'm out on holiday. So this was another secondhand purchase. In fact, I think I got this at the same time I picked up the black sandals. I think it was 10 euros. It is from Zara. And it also has this gold, you know, detachable strap. So again, if you want to go hands-free, which I more often than not do. Unfortunately, this particular one isn't available anymore. I mean, I think it's a couple of years old, but I did find an alternative, which I will list down below. So guys, that's it. These are some of my summer essentials, the things that I will use year after year after year. As soon as the sun is shining, as soon as it gets warm, these kind of things I love wearing. I just love the little bits that only suit for this time of year. What are your summer essentials? The things that you just rely on year after year, the things that you get that little smile because you know it's that time. And I love summer so much. I live in a really cool place. Actually not as cold as a lot of other places, but it's certainly a lot colder than Florida and California, where I lived for a very long time. So guys, I would love to hear from you. Please do leave your comments, leave your thoughts, leave your summer essentials down below. And I want to thank you for joining me here today, particularly if you've made it this far. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye. No. Nope. 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 Do it again. That did not just happen. It just came out of nowhere.